Thanks for having us. It's great to be here with a lot of people that are passionate about AI agents and web search for AI agents. So my name is Phil. I'm a co-founder and CEO of LinkUp. We actually have a background in search and in math and physics, but started working on search in 2018, building an open source search engine. We launched LinkUp 2 years ago, and the goal was to rebuild search for AI agents from scratch. And today I wanted to talk a bit about why we did that and how we did that, essentially. So you guys know, obviously, why search is important for AI agents. AI agents, they're super smart. They have a lot of general knowledge. But this knowledge sort of ends at the end of a training period of a model, of an LLM that is used by the agent. And so when an agent doesn't know something, it's like us. When we don't know something, we're going to go on the internet and we're going to find some information to be able to answer a question. And so now the question is, as an agent, can I use the same tools to go online as humans typically use? And from our standpoint, the answer is no. And we had to rebuild web search from the ground up to enable agents to go online and find information. But yeah, let's try to answer why this doesn't work. And so this is how you typically go online using Google or any other search tool that has existed for 20 years. So you're typically going to search for a query. You're going to get some results, and these results are going to be web pages. And so that you're going to click on the link, and you're going to go on the web page, and you're going to find information, a snippet of text maybe that you're going to digest, and then you're going to go back to work, and you're going to be able to base your work on this new information you have. And if you think about it, the granular, the atomic thing that we're indexing, and the result that you're getting is a web page. And the whole point of a web search engine for human is to return new web pages. But for agents, really what we were thinking about 2 years ago was okay, agents actually don't care about web pages. Agents, they're not going to go on a web page to find information. They just care about raw information. And they care about raw information. You start thinking about, okay, what agents care about, and you abstract yourself away from web pages, then you can go build something that is way more powerful. And so that's I think the whole premise of LinkUp is this whole idea of abstracting yourself away from web pages. And so what we build is a search engine that takes as input a natural language question, and it's going to return not web pages, but it's going to return raw information. And so to do that, actually, we built an indexing pipeline that is pretty similar to what you would typically see in a web search engine, but there's a critical piece here, which is we take web pages, and we're going to extract information from these web pages before we do the indexing. And we're actually going to index not the web pages, but we're going to index the information that is contained in the web pages. And then at retrieval time, essentially, we're going to return not web pages, but we're going to return chunks of information, atoms of information that we're able to extract from the internet. So just to make this a bit less abstract, a bit more practical, we have one of our customers, KPMG, a consulting firm, and they've built this agent that essentially is connected to a bunch of internal data sources. It's also connected to the internet thanks to LinkUp. When a consultant is going to use that agent, it's good to, let's say, write a report on an industry. The agent is going to find a lot of information, raw data, from inside of KPMG, but also trying to get information from outside of KPMG, from the internet, thanks to LinkUp. And so it's going to dump essentially all this information in the context window of the model, and is then going to be able to generate, write up a report based on this raw information. And so LinkUp is really just returning chunks of text, just data points from the internet. We're never going to return web pages. And so how do we do that? The first piece, obviously, is we go online and we're going to get information online. So we go on the web page. We're going to look at the information on the web page. We're going to start by cleaning a lot of that information, because if you think about it, on web pages, a lot of the content actually doesn't matter. It's going to be boilerplate content that actually nobody cares about, and nobody will ever want to retrieve, essentially. So like the footer or like the ads, a lot of like the boilerplate content. Then what we're going to do is we're going to essentially look at the content that matters, and then we'll try to like break it down into sort of like atomic chunks of information. And so this is where it gets a bit tricky, and this is where like a lot of our IP is trying to like do that in a very smart way. So that, because if you try to chunk the content in a way that's too granular, too atomic, then maybe you'll only like keep a sentence, let's say, and then you'll essentially lose a lot of context. But if the content is not chunked in a granular enough way, then you'll essentially return at retrieval time. You're going to return way more information that you need to return, and some of the information you're going to return is not going to be relevant to your question. We also try to attach a lot of metadata to this content, so like the title of the page, maybe like what is the company that this article is going to, is talking about, so like the context that we index is self-standing essentially and can be used directly by the agent. If you think about like all the optimizations you can do when you think about indexing this way, there's actually quite a lot of cool things that you can do. And like lots of people ask us like, how can you have great performance while still being like way smaller than Google? And like one of the things where, if you think about like let's say 2 web pages that like share like half of the content, like 50% of the web page is going to be exactly the same as like the other web page. If you index at the page level, you're going to have to keep both pages because like the other half of the page is going to be maybe different than on the other page. If you chunk it down, you're going to be able to like essentially sort of like discard half of the page and maybe like win 25% of memory because you don't need to like sort of like contain duplicate content in your index. You don't need duplicate content in your index. And that's for like exact duplicate content, but if you think about sort of like near duplication, because like lots of information on the internet is actually like near duplicate from like other web pages, then if you start thinking about this way, you can essentially cut down by like 5 to 10x the size of the content that you need to index and contain in your databases to serve correctly like pretty much like any question on the internet. And so obviously, like this sort of like near duplication, near deduplication that we do, like we want to do it pretty carefully, right? Because like sometimes like the nuance between content that is like worded slightly different could be sometimes important. For example, like let's say political content that is sort of like treated differently on one website versus another website, like a left-leaning website versus a right-leaning website, that actually could be like very similar content, but actually pretty different content if you know like the meaning of it. And so you want to be careful about that. Another thing that's actually quite interesting is that like when we return context, you don't want to return too much context. Like on Google, actually, you're going to see Google returning you like 10 pages of links. Like Google is going to find like millions of results. But actually, for agents, if you have like too much information, if you return too much information to agents, it's going to be one diluting the information. Like the agent's not going to be able to sort of like understand the information that it should care about because it's going to be diluted in like a bunch of like irrelevant content. And 2, it's actually going to cost a lot of money in terms of token because you have to pay the input token. But then on the other side, if you don't like return enough information, then the agent won't have enough data point to like base its answers on. And so you want to have like this good like middle ground that we try to achieve. But at the end of the day, it's also like the agent's decision to make, and so we let our customers decide like exactly how much context they want to ingest in their AI agents. So like if we try to like zoom out a bit and think about like why we're doing it this way, there's sort of like 2 main reasons. The first one is precision. Essentially, by doing it this way, you can have higher precision in results. And precision has like a very mathematical meaning, right? It's like when you return something, how much of that is actually relevant to the question you asked, right? And yet by like checking it down and returning only like the most relevant chunks or like atoms of information, we avoid the issue of like returning web pages that contain both relevant and irrelevant context. The other thing is that it's also like way easier to integrate with us than to integrate with like a traditional search engine that returns web pages, because, well, you don't need to go and find on each of the web pages the parts that are relevant to your question and try to isolate them to just focus your, so like just take these page, sections and put that in the context window of your model. So it's way easier to integrate. And like maybe like finishing the talk on like one last thing, which is like, why do we actually care about this? Like, when I think about the mission of LinkUp, I think about like all the information that's currently happening in the world, like all the new facts that are being created by the second. We want to connect AIs to these facts of the world, essentially. And like AI systems right now is like chatbots, is very basic systems. But as the technology evolves, they're going to be more autonomous, they're going to be more independent, and they're going to make more and more important decisions for us. And so as this happens, we want to make sure that these decisions are like based and grounded on facts, essentially, right? And so this is why we created LinkUp 2 years ago. Thanks.